Hey, what's up everybody? This is Bruce. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to do the detailed review on the Detroit Sparrow. Let's start off with the specifications. The frame itself is hydroformed aluminum. I have mine in size medium and I'm about 5'7", 170 centimeters, and it fits absolutely perfectly. The frame also has horizontal dropouts, which during my research I actually learned are called fork ends, which is kind of strange. The fork is also aluminum. Headset is FSA Orbital 1 1/8. Stem is EVG aluminum, 10-degree rise, 90 millimeter reach in the size medium frame. Bars are 630 millimeters wide, just black Kraton rubber grips. Brake levers themselves don't seem to have any name at all, but they are all aluminum. The calipers also have no name, and they are center bolt side pull style. The wheels are aluminum double wall 32-hole Star Circle brand, 30 millimeter deep. I don't know about the width, but the braking surface is machined. Going down to the hub, you have the Quandro sealed bearings front and back. The tires, I think, are really a standout point on this bike, just aesthetically, and they're a WTB Thick Slicks 28 millimeters wide. The pedals, if you've seen my other video, are Welgo plastics. I actually like them a lot. Cranks are Sunrace 170 millimeter aluminum 44 tooth 4-bolt with a black aluminum chain guard. The rear freewheel is a steel DNP 17 tooth. Seat post is aluminum and 27.2 millimeters in diameter. Saddle is SDG Duster. I don't know about that, but it was actually really comfortable. Alright, so that's enough of the specifications. I will put a link to the specifications in the description if you want to know like all the details, but that's basically it. So about my review, let me start off with the durability and reliability. I have about 250 kilometers. Sorry, I don't know off the top of my head how many miles that is. It's probably like 170 miles. Okay, I'll put it up on screen. And I haven't had any major problems with the bike. The only things to speak of is when I first started riding the bike, after a couple rides, one of the front brake pads actually came loose and just was like rattling and stuff. So I just quickly tightened that back up. And actually, I think that's kind of my fault. I should have probably gone through the whole bike and checked everything, that it was tightened down properly before actually riding. Other than that, for the reliability, it's been absolutely perfect. I've been honestly riding it pretty darn hard through Port Charlotte. It was the city I've been riding it in the last 5 weeks. And it's just, I'm going over all kinds of sidewalks and stuff, and it's not like it is maybe in Europe where the roads are nice and flat and there's bike lanes everywhere. Here you're always doing weird stuff, going off curves, and it's actually not had any problems whatsoever. Even the wheels are still as straight as they were when I got them out of the box, so no problems with the reliability. Now the ride itself, it really didn't surprise me any. The handling is neutral and it just does what you would expect it to do. The overall ride is relaxed compared to a race bike with drop bars for sure. The bike doesn't really accelerate super fast, and the top speed is limited due to the gearing. But it does cruise nicely, and it is pretty nimble for the urban riding that I've been doing lately. And with the single speed setup, there's no shifting cables, there's no derailleur, there's none of that stuff, so I think that even further enhances the reliability. There's very little to go wrong on this bike. In terms of comfort, the longest I've actually rode was about 2 hours, and I was perfectly comfortable. The saddle was totally perfect for me. The seating position, and the riding position rather, is pretty upright, so it's actually really comfortable. It's even more upright and more comfortable than my commuter bike. Actually, the one that I converted the drop bar to the flat bar, you can see that a few videos back, or several videos back. This is even more comfortable and more upright than that, so it's a pretty relaxed riding position in my opinion. The longest I rode with it though was about 2 hours, and I had absolutely no discomfort. I'm pretty confident I could have gone another 2 and still would have been okay. One small complaint I do have, and I probably could have fixed it if I just would have bothered to do it, but I've been really busy these past 5 weeks over here in Florida. But there is a little bit of noise coming from the drivetrain somewhere. Somewhere around the front chainring, I think maybe the chain is actually touching occasionally under certain conditions the chain guard, so it's just like a tiny little rattle. I even tried picking it up with my GoPro and I can't even pick up the sound, so it's really minor, but Oh, and if you watch my unboxing video, which is the video right before this one, you can see at this moment I push up on the chain and I kind of say, oh, maybe this is even too tight. Well, it turns out it loosened up a lot after, 4 or 5 weeks of riding, and now I think it's probably right where it should be. So by the way, if you have this bike, if you get this bike and the chain seems maybe a bit too tight, I would recommend just riding it a bit, and hopefully, like mine, it will loosen up a little bit. Let's talk about the looks and the style. To me, this is absolutely 10 out of 10. I think the black and the polished aluminum look great, and the thick, slick tires look sick. The only thing, in my opinion, that might make this bike look a little bit cooler is if it had drop bars. But keep watching my channel, and hey, if you leave a comment down there, let me know if you want me to try to convert this to drop bars, because I think that'll make it look super cool. And a little bit more about the handling. I should mention the type of riding I was doing. I wasn't really doing like exercise riding. I never had my full bike gear. I never had clipless pedals. I was just going to the store, going to the Winn-Dixie, going to the McDonald's. Oh, and by the way, they told me apparently they say you're not allowed to ride your bike through the drive-thru. Actually, I wish I would have had my camera going for that, because that was a pretty funny encounter. But anyway. So anyway, my bottom line on the bike is I think it's an awesome bike for especially somebody who's starting out. It's a solid bike, it has decent parts, and it's assembled well and almost completely right out of the box. It's great they give you the bike pump. Really, I think this bike is kind of a beginner bike. Not that anybody can ride it, and I'm going to keep riding it, enjoying it, but I think maybe their idea was to be kind of a beginner bike. It's easy to ride, it's durable, it looks great, it's not that expensive, and the handling is very neutral. The braking is easy, you don't have gears to worry about to dial in and all that stuff. It's very simple, very reliable, looks great, price is right, so it's a beginner bike in my opinion. But it's even a better beginner bike actually than the cheaper ones that you can get at Walmart or whatever, which I do have some experience with. If you've seen my other video on my $99 Walmart bike, actually the ironic and kind of funny thing about that is the people who are going to buy that bike, the beginners who are going to buy those type of $99 bikes, are probably not the ones who should be buying it. The people who should be buying those cheap bikes are probably people like me who can tinker with them, who can fix their problems and whatnot. If somebody were to ask me, if somebody new to cycling were coming up to me and saying, hey, I want to get into cycling, provided they're not living in a very hilly area, because it's only a single speed, I would definitely recommend a bike just like this, maybe this one or something very similar, because it's just simple, it's reliable, it's robust, costs not a ton of money, but it's not so cheap that it's going to break on them and things. So I can tell you myself, I'm going to keep on enjoying this bike, I'm going to keep riding it. I don't have any intention of getting rid of it, really. It's a nice bike. It looks good. I even feel kind of like, not exactly proud, but I feel good riding it. I feel like I look good. I've been, sporting my black on black. I just feel nice riding it, which is almost unusual because if you know on my channel, a lot of my bikes kind of look rough. So, okay, that will about do it for this review video. Thanks everybody for watching. Please leave a comment, leave a like if you like it. I guess a dislike if you don't like it. And please subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Talk to you guys later.